Yo guys, it's Slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys my team analysis video for week 6 of the Pokemon Premier League, Season 4, Division 1. This week we're taking on NecroStevo and his Eterna City Enders, a team that we have never lost against in the 2 seasons that we have played him. However, this season is a little bit different because Necro is having a really good year, a really good season. So we definitely need to try our best to beat him because I don't know. Let's go ahead and talk about the table. I'm gonna try and do this. My mind's kind of all over the place today, but it's all good. So as I bring up the league table, you see Necro is 4 wins, 1 loss, with a +8 differential, which is tied for Kelly. So he's basically tied for 2nd place. We are in 7th place. We have 2 wins and 3 losses. Not very good, though not, bad enough to be in relegation trouble. But if we do keep losing, we definitely will get there. And I don't want to get there. So, as good of a season as Necro is having, we definitely need to kind of upset that for him a little bit because we need to worry about our own season here. So I made this team for Necro and all that good stuff, so I am going to explain it, because that's what team analysis videos are for. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, you know what to do. So, freaking, what was I talking about? Let's go ahead and bring up the teams. This is going to be the last time that you see my team the way it is. I actually did make a transfer that will take effect next week. You guys will find out about that transfer next week. I'm going to keep it a secret until then. That is going to be lots of fun. But let's go ahead and go over Necro's team really quick. So what he has to work with is a Garchomp, a Mega Blastoise, a Gardevoir, Rotom-Mow, Weavile, Magneton, Rhyperior, Primeape, Volcarona, and Golbat. So, at first glance, I wasn't super impressed with Necro's team, but the more I kind of dove into it, the more terrifying that I kind of realized that it is. I know from experience how good Gardevoir is, and Mega Blastoise, as well as he has a couple mons that I just hate going against. Volcarona is one that I absolutely hate planning for because I always feel like I don't have enough for it, and Golbat is always hard to try and plan to take down. And Weavile is actually kind of can run through my team, so a lot of my best mons on the team are very weak to Weavile, so that is not good. So Necro does have a lot of ways to really do some damage to me, and we need to try and do our best to not let that happen. So this is the 6 that I brought. This started out with pretty intense planning. I think I got all the roles that I wanted filled. I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of rush the finishing of the team building process, so some of the moves were kind of thrown on there, but I had to finish the team in order to make the battle. But everything should hopefully work the way I want them to. I have all the roles that I want to be filled, and that's about that. I need to do my best this match to wear Necro down. He doesn't have a lot of recovery on his team, outside of the Volcarona and Golbat. And Gardevoir does get Wish. I haven't really been able to, not that I haven't been able to, I haven't noticed if he's uploaded his matches, and if he has, I have missed them. So I don't exactly know how he's utilizing his team, so that's also not very good for me, but it's fine. So let's go ahead and talk about why I brought what I brought, and we'll go from there. So first things first, I had to look into what I can switch into some of his major threats, and this is the only thing I found for Weavile switch-in. So I'm bringing Tentacle, no item on purpose. Clear Body, does that matter? I don't think Clear Body really matters, because he doesn't have stuff. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. I guess I could technically go Liquid Ooze if he tries to Giga Drain with Volcarona. I don't know, maybe that's not the worst idea. Liquid Ooze is usually not a bad ability, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Scald, Rapid Spin, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain. Scald, if I can get Scald Burn, any sort of residual damage on Necro's team is going to be fantastic. Rapid Spin, so that way I can wear him down faster than he can wear me down. Sludge Bomb is good stab, good against everything that doesn't resist it. And a mixture of Scald, Sludge Bomb, he doesn't really want to take on his team too well. So I'm good. I'm good with that. Sludge Bomb is, you know, it hits Gardevoir and Rotomo if they would for some reason try to switch in. And nothing else really wants to get Scald Burn. So those two moves are really good. I have Giga Drain just to possibly get some health back because I don't have Black Sludge. And I mean that would be good against Mega Blastoise and Rhyperior. So I could Giga Drain on that. I also just didn't really need another fourth move. Maybe could go with something like Knockoff, but figured that Giga Drain could be useful, so I just went with that. Next big threat that I really wanted to make sure that I could deal with was the Mega Blastoise. So Togekiss is mainly that, but is also here for support. So I'm bringing especially defensive Togekiss with leftovers, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Wish Protect. So the Wish is going to be very important this match because I need to keep my Mons alive for as much as possible. You know, and I could make use of Tentacool longer. I could make use of things like Mega Steelix and Tyranitar longer. So and Victini, like these things are very, very important to my team, and so I needed to keep Togekiss healthy, and I need to be able to keep the rest of my Mons healthy, and that is kind of the plan here. So yeah, this is the one thing that can live any 2 hits from a max special attack modest Mega Blastoise, which just has the move coverage to do so much damage, and I do have a slower team, meaning that it can take advantage of a lot of my team, you know, like really well, so I don't want it to do that. So that's what I have Togekiss for, but he does have other like special attackers and stuff. Like this is pretty okay switching to Volcarona, and Gardevoir kind of, it depends on like what kind of Gardevoir it is. So, you know, it has its uses, and yeah, I felt like Air Slash and Dazzling Gleam was enough coverage to put some sort of hurt onto Necro's team, but it is definitely here for more support and stuff like that. So then let's just go ahead and move on to our Choice Scarf Tyranitar. I believe this is the second time when we bring in this Sandstream. Residual damage, already been over that. We have Ice Punch, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Surf. I forget if there was a fourth move that I thought was going to be better than Surf. No, Stealth Rock's there. So Surf is literally only for Rhyperior, just because if he does bring some sort of physically defensive one, I think Surf 2-hit KOs. And I thought that, yeah, I thought that Tyranitar might get Grass Knot, but it didn't, so we have Surf instead. Ice Punch is obviously for Garchomp. Earthquake hits Magneton. Stone Edge is good for basically everything else. He doesn't have too much that resists it. Also the Volcarona, hopefully, preferably before any sort of Quiver Dances. Because if he starts setting up lots of Quiver Dances, then I am basically screwed. So, that's a thing. But this is enough speed to outspeed, I want to say an Adamant Weavile, max speed Adamant Weavile, because I can't outspeed a max speed Jolly one. Plus he doesn't really have a reason to do that. So I believe this outspeeds max speed Adamant Weavile. I'm pretty sure. So, that's the thing. And hopefully this can get some nice damage, or maybe knock out a couple of Mons at some point. Next Mon, here we go. We have Jasmine the Mega Steelix with Stealth Rocks, Iron Head, Earthquake, and Dragon Tail. This is going to be specially defensive, but honestly, with the EV spreads, it's just like I don't know. I didn't have anything like really specifically planned for this. I do want it to live so we can like get up Stealth Rocks. Its physical defense is already monstrous, so I just decided to buff the special side. Plus, it is good for a Gardevoir without Focus Blast. So if for some reason he doesn't have Focus Blast on his Gardevoir, then this can be basically a stop to it, which would be great. And the 3 moves, Iron Head, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, are really good. If I can get Stealth Rocks and some Dragon Tails off, that's really good. Iron Head does more to the whole of his team. Like, Iron Head is super effective against, like, Gardevoir, Weavile, and Rhyperior. It's actually, if it's a physically defensive Rhyperior, it's not a 2-hit KO, but if it's, like, specially defensive, I'm pretty sure Iron Head is actually a chance to 2-hit KO, especially after Stealth Rocks, it's probably guaranteed. So that's why I went with Iron Head over something like Heavy Slam, because Iron Head actually does more. Earthquake is also good stab and good for Magneton and lots of stuff actually. It doesn't really, I was gonna say he doesn't really have ground resist, but he has 2 things that are off the ground in Rotomo and Golbat, so that's also there. But yeah. So that's basically Mega Steelix. It's here for Stealth Rocks, and because I couldn't really find another Mon that I really wanted in this week, so yeah, putting 6 Mons on this team was a little bit difficult. The next Mon is going to be Rotom with the Colbur Berry physically defensive Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball. This, I feel like this was for something else. This acts as like a way to, like, if Weavile just wants to go for knockoff, I can burn it, or I can paralyze it or something else. But I want to say this is actually a good switching into something else, but I'm not sure what. Maybe like Primeape or Rhyperior or Garchomp. Might be decent for Garchomp actually, because of Levitate. Yeah, I think that's what this was for. It was probably the Garchomp. And just the status, I mean, Will-O-Wisp, like, again, residual damage. Thunder Wave could be good if I could catch Volcarona trying to Quiver Dance too much, or if, I don't know, anything that's trying to set up and, like, be really fast. Otherwise, Will-O-Wisp is going to be good. So, that's basically that. Volt Switch, Shadow Ball is good, you know, stab moves. Volt Switch is also good for initiative, so yeah, that's what I decided to do there, and basically covers that. Then we have Victini. I'm going to bring Assault Vest Victini, even though it's going to be max speed, timid, max special attack, Glaciate, Grass Knot, Blue Flare, and Shadow Ball. That hits everything super effectively. Yeah, Glaciate for Garchomp, Grass Knot, Mega Blastoise. Shadow Ball, I mean, it does slightly more to Gardevoir, and I couldn't find another 4th move, so that's why I threw that on there. I don't think I'll ever actually click it on Victini, but, you know, whatever. Blue Flare for Rotomo, Weavile, and Magneton. We got Grass Knot for the Rhyperior. Blue Flare does plenty to Primeape, and, like, an okay amount to Volcarona. Like, I actually looked into Hidden Power Rock, and it doesn't do that much more to be worth it. Maybe I could actually throw Psychic on here for Golbat, and that might be okay too. I'm gonna calc it. If Psychic does like more damage and stuff, I'll replace Shadow Ball with Psychic. But if it doesn't, then I won't. But I'll let you know what move it has tomorrow in the battle video. But I'm actually strongly leaning towards putting Psychic, or yeah, probably just Psychic on this Victini or Psyshock. One of those two. So that'll probably be that, and I will calculate, and that's what it'll be. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the battle. Make sure you let me know your thoughts on the team, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the battle video, where hopefully we can pull off a win and get back to mediocrity, because that's what we are great at. So that is going to wrap everything up. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next time, guys, stay sly.